Hello everyone, welcome back to another Loading Artist Comics stream. How's everyone doing? Good to see you all in the chat. Hello. I just fixed the lighting and now it's a little dark again. Oh my god. Hold on. I look like I feel like I look like the Phantom at the Opera or something. I got like the white part of my face here, and then this is just, I don't actually know what the rest of the Phantom's face looks like. Just rosacea, I guess. I don't know. Hold on. This? Okay, that looks a little bit better. Okay. Hey, Yoda Strike. Comcode is here as well. Hello. Sarp Ort. It's your birthday today? Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Red Mainer, hello. Ernesto, hello. Where Rebels are? Actually, hold on. Where are you, Rebels? There you are. Oh. Oh. Cat fight. Hold on.
I don't understand how people can eat salted chocolate when the salt crystals are so big that there's no way that they're just enhancing the flavor. I just bit into what I thought was a regular chocolate chip cookie, but no. Giant salt crystals. What is this, rock salt? I'm so upset right now. Also hi, thank you for letting me rant. Hello Gregor and everyone. Smile.
Okay, alright. Oh man. What an exciting start. Jeez Louise. Oh, and I'm drowning as well. 1 second. Oh boy. Well, where Rebels are, thank you very much for the 57. And have a good lie down as well. And hey, Real Black Rose. And oh, I'm out of breath. Oh gosh. The power. Fry. Yeah, I just heard a cat fight going on outside between Copy and the neighborhood bully. Had to go outside and dish out some justice, some raw justice. Still some cat fur on my knuckles. No, I can't do that. The neighbors would see. Boy, I'd like to though, because I don't like that bully cat. Such a mean cat. Huh? Oh yeah, we call him Teddy, but because he looks kind of like a teddy bear. At first we thought the cat was cute because it had a little collar, and it looked really like the fur was really perfect and like almost like a teddy bear look, little brown ears and everything. But man, what a bully! Is Copy defending Paste? No, but Copy is defending our property. Sometimes Copy likes to like sit on the edge, like of the driveway a little bit, the edge of our property. Just keep an eye out for things. And then yeah, sure enough, Teddy came over, and then they were like, Teddy was like this, and Copy was like this on the ground. Poor Copy. I bet Copy could F him up, but she chooses not to. Like a very wise karate master or something.
Teddy also chased Paste as well.
Yeah, Teddy also chased Paste.
That time we came back from a walk, remember? And we gave Teddy a big fright.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
Teddy's a bully.
Teddy is a bully. But, yeah. I feel bad. And then between Teddy and Boney as well, they're both going after Copy in their own way. Boney I can sort of forgive a little bit more because Boney, I think, has just got a little bit of that PTSD thing going on and is like a street cat, you know, and is like hardwired to like go into automatic defense mode whenever he sees another cat or something. So Boney's got his own problems, but this teddy cat, I don't like it. Very prim and proper, you know. I don't like it. Let's see here. Still out of breath. Am I still jogging? Well, I jogged up the stairs just now. Does that count? Does that count as jogging? I haven't actually gone on a run in a long time because my foot started hurting. My ankle or something. What?
Lee, if I get an Apple Watch, I'm gonna run all the time, and I'm gonna exercise all the time.
Well, I tried, and then my body started to decompose from my feet. And the one thing I could do is just to not use my foot for a while. So then I ended up walking was fine, but as soon as I started running, it would hurt a lot. I wanted to run, believe me, I wanted to run, but I couldn't. And I think it was because I was using like old shoes where they didn't have any give or anything. I've since changed to newer shoes. Well, you know, ones I bought from Boxing Day like 2 years ago. They've been in a box this entire time. It should be called Unboxing Day. But then my foot was still painful, and then I haven't run on it since, just in case. I don't know. But I do go on my daily walks. Get my daily 30 minutes of exercise in here. Though sometimes I make up for it with Beat Saber.
That's not true. You weren't going on your walks, and I had to remind you recently. I'm like, hey, don't you remember you used to go on walks in the afternoon? Maybe you should start those back up.
Still counts as 30 minutes exercise, even if I do Beat Saber. Or chores or whatever. So it's still, I feel like it's still net positive with exercise and whatnot. Yes. Hey, Animations, welcome back. Hey, Kubo. Well, I got the Arabic keyboard going on. Let me see if I can read this. The first letter is A, and then something something, and an S, and then I don't even know how you're supposed to even read that. There's not enough pixels to show all the intricacies of those letterings. Oh, it's random? Oh, okay. Greg is so knowledgeable. Yes, 16 years in an Arabian country, and I've learned how to recognize at least 2 letters. Very impressive. Anyways, let's get to working. Let's start doing something that I do know how to do, and that is to procrastinate on a comic. So let me just get that ready here. Focus mode, stream. Close this, close that. Plug it in. There it is. Get the pencil. Where's the... What? 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 Huh? I'm looking for the pen grip thing. I saw it just before. Where did it go? Hmm? Hmm? Oh. It's over here. It's on a different table. I got too many tables surrounding me. The Arabic letters were in the same place as the letters of the word good morning. That's right, somehow it defaults to Arabic when I start my computer. Huh, that's an interesting problem to have. Oh yes, am I going to provide an extra minute of focus now since I cut it short yesterday? Well, I think you'd all understand the reasons for my cutting short of the focus yesterday. In Anthony Wheeler Art Raid, one does not focus away from that. But yes, I did promise you to make up for that minute. And thank you for reminding me. I was about to mention it by myself anyways, so reminder wasn't even necessary. I also had Dry Erase Girl reminding me in the mod chat too. We will do, whoops, we will do a short focus, and that will take place rather.
Get back to work!
Well, there you go, there's another one. A Kubo this time. Thank you very much. I don't even know what I'm focusing on yet. First, let me see. What do you guys discuss in the mod chat? Who to ban next? It's mainly just bitching about Coma Code. That's like 90% of it. Did you see what Coma Code wrote today? Oh my god. Although I shouldn't say that. It should be secret. Forgot I said anything. There are privacy rules in the mod chat. Oh no, I can feel Coma Code sweating already. We're just joking, Coma Code. It's more like 50% Coma Code talk, not 90%. Only 50%, that's pretty sweet. Mostly positive things. Alright, let's see. Oh gosh, I'm messing up some lines here. Just wanted to make this a little thicker before I forget. Look a little too skinny. I'm just making it worse. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay. What should I focus on? Coloring, I suppose. Well, I did want to make the line art of the cat tree stuff a little thicker. Could do that. Use this like thickening tool here just a little bit. Solid. Yeah, okay. I'll focus with some coloring, hey? That should be interesting. We'll turn the sketch off for now. And oh gosh, I've really goofed up the line thickness thing now, huh? Some of these lines look too thick, some of them look too skinny. Oh, that's right. I've processed the whole line. Oh, I'm a dum-dum. Oh, what have I done? I thought it was doing thickness where the green is, but it's actually thickening the entire line, which is not what I want. Let me just undo that real fast. Sorry. Oh gosh. Okay, here we go. Let's just do this. Since whatever line it touches, it'll process the entire line. I'm just gonna do that. It thickens everything by 2 pixels. I'll do the same for the mouse, 1 more, and this as well. Nice, now that looks a little bit more consistent. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now, coloring. Starting with, let's just get a little background color there going. And away we go. One day, Coma Code becomes a mod and sees all the talk in the mod chat that they forgot to delete. Dry Erase Girl. That's actually funny and reminds me of when I was a moderator for some YouTubers, and whenever we were talking about getting a new mod, I'd do keyword searches in Discord to see what we'd said about them in the past. I did delete a couple things. Isn't there a setting where if someone joins a channel, the history is deleted for them or something like that? So like when they get into it, it's like fresh. Isn't that a setting? Or am I just making things up? Yeah. Zcoy, just note, I love the loading artist streams and I love that small streamer. What do I do? Wait, you guys will say support him, but use your opinion. Yes, definitely support small streamers is what we all say. Also, I'm getting a phone call. 1 second. All right, welcome back. Let's see. Book deal, lip read. No, who's getting lip reading? Well, good luck at lip reading because I was speaking German as well, just to throw off any potential English lip readers out there. And yes, it was just my parents. Hold on, I'm trying to catch where I was in the chat. Discord does not have that capability. Wait, when someone joins the channel, it's fresh for them? Unless you have it so that they can't see the chat message history. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about, I think. Chat message history. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see. Noise. Works now. Excellent. I'll take Chimera. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna start with coloring the characters, I think. So we'll make the line art for the characters and the borders our reference layers. And I will do a focus. Starting now. See you in 5 minutes.
Let's do it.
Oh, what the F is this? Oh my god. Mm. Bonnie did a vomit? Ugh. Where? Where? Oh, she gone. Hmm. Oh yeah, I said where did he vomit? Ah, vomit on the deck. Why is this not working? Oh, of course. I see. Hold on. Now, this is a long focus, is it not? I feel like I've been here forever. There we go. There we go. Pretty good, solid amount of work for a focus, I reckon. Oh my god. There we go. Let's make this a little bit more even. Okay, we can change the color later. Yeah, something a bit subtle. I think that looks pretty good. Maybe a bit more saturated. Well, now it just looks like stacks of Pringles or something. 90s songs are pretty short, and maybe that's why it's going through so many different songs. And Firefly, congrats on that spider during the focus. Sarp, good night everybody. It's 1:30 a.m. over here. Don't have enough energy to stay up. Thanks for celebrating my birthday again. Hey, no worries. Have a good sleep. It's late. It's past bedtime. For me, bedtime is like midnight. Midnight is... If it's past midnight, I've been a naughty boy. I should be lights out by midnight. but I am an old man, so that makes sense. This is too yellow, I think. That looks a little bit like it. Lights out Gorilla Radio. What is that? And I can't go to bed by midnight because you stream until 1 a.m. Oh, by the way, speaking of which, I mean, I don't know, speaking of 1 a.m. and then like European time zone and then common codes in Germany. Common code, why do you say you're going to try yogurt bread while you're there? Because I don't think yogurt bread's German. I think, unless you think it's German because I have it for lunch sometimes. Because it's not. Hey Lee, yogurt bread's not German, is it? It's like
no,
like Greek.
It's just a flatbread, but we make it with yogurt. So at our house, we end up calling it yogurt bread.
Yeah. So where is it from? Like Greek?
Yeah, maybe Greek or Mediterranean.
Mediterranean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think Germany does flatbreads. Or
no.
Well, I always picture them to have more like risen breads. You know.
Rise.
Like rye bread and stuff. Yeah.
Like dark bread.
Yeah, dark bread, but also just not really flatbread. I think flatbread is more Mediterranean or Middle East or something.
Yeah, right? I mean they probably have it, but it's not known for it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Gosh,
it's forbidden. Yeah. Flatbread's forbidden in Germany. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. It's not like a German staple or anything like that. Comic-Code. Yeah, it's basically a flatbread. It's when we say yogi bread, we mean flat bread made out of yogurt.
It's a Bon Appetit recipe.
It's a Bon Appetit recipe, apparently. For those recipe readers out there. I play with your heart. I'm lost in the game. Oh, baby, baby. Move this one across a little bit. Flatbread with feta cheese is amazing. Feta cheese? That wet one? Wet cheese? I don't mind feta cheese, although I've only really had it in a salad. I like it with camembert. Camembert cheese retains its composure. Not so crazy. So you can have it with anything. Keeps things dry. Nice and dry. And now I feel like the sun's out too far. It's too bright again. That looks fine. Oh gosh, still waking up here. The cats were waking me up around like 6 a.m. I think because I forgot to put out food for them last night. So they were politely letting me know that they didn't have their midnight snack. So I had to go downstairs, feed them, and go back to bed. And then could not get back to sleep for a long time. Why? Because my brain decided to start thinking about Beat Saber mapping. And trying to create a Beat Saber map in your head when you're trying to fall asleep, it's not the most productive way of doing anything. It's hard now trying to make one like on the computer where you can actually see the notes and everything. But then just in your own head, it's just It's basically just like having a song stuck in my head, but like in overdrive, because now I also have to think of like cubes everywhere. That's pretty cool. Gregor became a Beat Saber. Chimera, I know perspective is a thing, but why in these two similar panels, where you don't get significantly larger or smaller, do the binoculars shrink by almost half from panel 3 to panel 4? It's a very good point. It's a very good point, and looking at it now, it feels very noticeable. You know what? You're totally right. You're totally right, Chimera. I will fix this. And I think it'll also fix something else that's kind of bugging me about this panel anyway. Not really into how long his arm is here. There's like this really long, I don't know, this is very bone-like arm here. I'm gonna see what potentially this would look like if I did this. So let me turn off the colors for a second. Let me just cut this out here. Boop, boop, boop. Make it a little larger. And then put it over here. Because I think it'd look better if it was overlapping his face just a smidge. Like that. Okay, this looks like a giant mess right now. But bear with me. Get rid of this, get rid of that. And then we get rid of this. Like that. Oh my god. How's that? Is that crazy? I think that looks a little bit better. I think that looks a little bit better. I know the size is still not like 100% matching, but I don't really care about that. It's a lost closer. Good. Good, good, good. Yes. Far less distracting now. Because the thing is, ironically, the reason why the binoculars were small in the first place in the last panel is because I didn't want it to be too distracting. The binoculars are huge in the third panel because you're supposed to notice the binoculars, but in the fourth one, you shouldn't really be thinking about binoculars anymore. You should be looking at what he's saying. But by making the binoculars too small, they became distracting again because it felt like something was too off and too different, and like, what's this new element here that's like a smaller version of the thing before? So it was like backfiring on me. I think this kind of middle ground solves all the problems. I think. We just gotta fix the colors now because I've completely effed it all up. But also, I think you'll agree that the arm looks a bit better too. It doesn't look as long. It was so long before, I don't know if you remember now, but that forearm. Now it looks a bit more natural. The pose looks more natural. And yeah, I think overall, it's a winner. So thank you very much, Chimera. Yeah, look how long his arm used to be. Whoop. The hand was right there. No, no, no. Much better. So thank you for keeping me on my toes. Remove all that. Do, 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 do. Hmm. Yeah, that's better. And it didn't take too long either, which is nice. I'll probably have a little bit of a reflection or something in the lenses, so they don't just look like two, I don't know, blue M&Ms stuck in Pringles cans, or rather two Smities stuck in Smitey tubes. So I have a little bit of this or something. Okay, that's too distracting here. Might not even have the things down there. Don't want it to be too much eye-catching. Just maybe a little. Yeah, maybe just like that. I don't know. I might actually, what's the word? Add a little bit of that purple. I don't know, is that crazy? I feel like sometimes you have like a little bit of a purple gleam. Gleam? Glint? In lenses? Maybe a little bit of green or something as well. I don't know if I'm just saying that because it sounds like gleam. Turquoise? I don't know. Might be going overboard with this thing now. I'm gonna save that. Red Mana, gotta go as well. This has been a very pleasant watch, so thank you. Have a good day / night all. Yeah, well, thank you very much for watching, Red and Mana. And thank you for the nice words, and I hope you also have a good day / night. / day again, because why not? Hope the next day is good too. Oops. Okay, looks good. Looks good. Look. Oh, I just realized this looks a little flaccid. Let me just fix that. Why is this brand new cat tree already melting? Yeah, there it is as well. Whoop. Although I don't know if you can even see the cat tree here because of the speech bubble. Whatever. Fixed anyways. Um, just wait. Shading now, maybe? Why not? As they say, enjoy your next 24 hours. Sounds like because they'll be your last. That's what it sounds like it would be followed up with. Sweet, look at that. Okay, cool. And then put it here. Put it there. Also, I didn't realize until I saw in the Discord that the new GTA 6 trailer came out the other day. I had no idea. Interesting that they would continue to push it despite it being even recently delayed until, what is it, March 2026? I think. Not that I'm like against delays or anything, because I think, you know, the longer it's delayed, in theory, the better the game will be. And also, the less pressure on the developers as well. Because I don't even know how they must be feeling right now. Because I can't even. I don't think there's a game that's more challenging and more. Wait, what's the word I'm trying to think of? I don't think there's a game out there that, or a game series even, that has as high expectations as GTA does in terms of scope and polish and just everything. And it has to be like so good that they can coast on it for like the next 10 years as well. So I can't imagine the pressure they must be feeling. Half-Life 3 has very high expectations. Well, that's true. But I almost feel like unless Steam for some reason takes a nosedive in popularity, I don't think Valve have any incentive to make a Half-Life 3. There's no reason, I mean, because why take that gamble? Right now, they haven't failed. So why take a risk and potentially put out a bad game and then ruin your entire reputation when you don't really need to? I think like Half-Life 2 came out because didn't that come out with Steam? Didn't that push Steam sale? Well, not Steam sales, but like everyone adopting Steam in the first place. And then Half-Life Alyx like was like pushing the Vive, the VR stuff. What would Half-Life 3 be pushing? Because I don't think they're really in the. I can't really see Valve trying to be like the next big default go-to game engine. I mean, I know they have the Source 2 engine, but it's not really in the same realm as like, I don't know, like Unreal or even Unity in terms of adoption. My Steam account gets free Valve games for life. What is that? Wait, are you making a joke here? Because there's probably not going to be another Valve game in your lifetime? Or what's going on here? Didn't you hear they are making Half-Life 3? It's been tested internally. Potential summer announcement and winter release? No. I'll have to see it to believe it. I doubt very much. I mean, aren't they just recently like making that other game, that Deadlock, I think it's called? The one that kind of disappeared once that Marvel Rivals game came out. That's kind of like hitting the same beat with a lot of people. Comic Code, no, I bought the Steam Link and they were having Mac issues. So they sent an email saying, we've added the Valve Complete Pack to your Steam account as a gift from Valve. This will give you all of Valve's games, past, present, and future, free of charge. That's nuts. Well, actually, kind of cheeky of them if they did have no plans to release a Valve game ever again. Sounds really good on paper, though. We'll give you the next 100,000 sequels for free. You'll get Half-Life 3 to 99 for free. Prominent Valve insider Tyler McVicker recently claimed on his Q&A livestream that Half-Life 3 is not only in development, but it's actually playable from beginning to end. Really? Well, tickle me pink. I'll be eating my words if that's true. I should, to celebrate a Half-Life 3, I should probably finish Half-Life 2 and 1. Because all my years of being alive, I still haven't finished those games. Also, that sounds like I've been playing it like every day. Every day since they're released, and I still have yet to finish it because I'm just so bad. That's not the case at all. I have not I just never got far enough before getting distracted and playing Counter-Strike or something instead. You're old, you can't handle FPS games. That's true as well. I am at that age where if I see a new FPS game, I'm like, ooh, don't know if I can play that. I might get nauseous from the FPS motion sickness. Galadees, I had the same problem with Assassin's Creed Unity, that you never finish it. Hey, I'll do you one better. Galadees, I have not even played a single Assassin's Creed game ever. Not Unity, not Pyramids, not the pirate one, not even the first one. None. I hear good things. But well, this is gonna be a little embarrassing, but I think the closest I ever got to playing an Assassin's Creed game was when I found out that for the Egyptian one, they put in a mode where it's just like you can just take a tour around Egypt and you don't have to do anything with the gameplay. It's basically just like an interactive museum experience. And that's when I was like, ooh, that's interesting. That's interesting. So it's not really Assassin's Creed, it's just Creed. I don't even know what Creed means. I thought Creed was a band. With arms wide open, after the moonlight. Here we go. The Power, you haven't finished the DLC of Half-Life 2? Like episode 1, episode 2? They have a new feudal Japan Assassin's Creed. I feel like there's more Assassin's Creed games than there are like eras in humanity. I feel like every other week I wake up and I see some news about a new Assassin's Creed game. I honestly could not. It would be like name all 50 states of America. Name all 50 Assassin's Creed games. Same sort of quiz for me. I wouldn't know. But I think as I get older, third-person games become more interesting to me because I think it's less likely that I'm going to get sick from them. I think I was recently watching some gameplay footage of a new game coming out called Arc Raiders, made by Embark Studios, the people that make The Finals, which is an amazing FPS game. Amazing FPS game that everyone sleeps on. I'm not sure why. It's free to play, and it's super cool. But yeah, Arc Raiders is kind of like a futuristic, post-apocalyptic extraction shooter thingy-majiggy. Looks cool. Although my first Google was, can it be played solo? Do you need friends to play Arc Raiders? And it seems like you don't, so that's cool. Good for me. Yoda, I stopped Assassin's Creed after the Desmond storyline ended? Who's Desmond? Is that the main character? Is that Jake Gyllenhaal? Wait, he was Assassin's Creed, right? Yeah. That's Jake Gyllenhaal, is it not? The main character in the game is the modern time. Oh right, yeah, that's right. Because in Assassin's Creed, it's not just you're not just like an assassin. It's like you're plugged into like the assassin matrix or something, and you're back in time as your great granddad or something. I never really quite understood that. Again, I've never played it, but it always kind of threw me for a loop. Because I'd always associate the games with like, yeah, it's like back in the day, and you're just like white hoodie wearing. I don't even know what where the first one's based. Is that also Egypt? Like Morocco or something? Wait, did Morocco even exist back then? Maybe it's like what's that place? Persia. Oh, now I'm thinking of Prince of Persia now. No, never mind. Not Persia. Hey, Anyobin. Welcome back. The memories of your ancestors are stored in your DNA, and the Animus reads your DNA and extracts the memories. Wait, so Desmond just had like a whole bloodline of assassins in his family tree? Ugh. I'm assuming it's not Desmond in the Japanese games either. I guess that's a different person? Desmond-san? And Yobin, we're talking about games I've never played before. Assassin's Creed, specifically. They kind of stopped doing that in the later games. The DNA thing is not a requirement. Hmm. I guess it'd be easier for them just to focus on one aspect of that whole thing. Can't remember the last game I was like really into. I was into the finals for quite a while. But in terms of like a story game, maybe probably God of War, the latest one of that. Oh yeah, I was into Call of Duty, the latest Call of Duty game. Oh, they're not for the story campaign, but just for the multiplayer. Remember when you streamed it? Yeah. Terrible stream. Computer cannot handle it. Oh, and also X Comics and I, we played and finished Animal Well. That was cool. Desmond was related to Ezio Auditore, who assassinated the Borgia Pope, and he was related to Connor Kenway, a half Native American, half British guy who single-handedly won the American Revolution. Damn, that's... is this based on facts? Because that's another thing. My memory's so bad, I'm scared to learn like fake history in other games, because in my brain it'll just get confused with real life. And then at some cocktail party I'll be like, hey, remember when Connor Kenway like beat all the Americans by himself? That was a wild time, wasn't it? I get confused with things I see on TV with my own memories. Like I can't tell if I experienced something or if it was just something I saw in a Simpsons episode. Oh, Ezio and Auditore. Auditore? Ezio Auditore. Like that? What did I say? Ezio Auditoire. Oh, and also Firefly. I have not forgotten about your next minute of focus as well. Let's do it now. I'm going to give you a full focus as well. Full focus for making up for that focus I butchered in yesterday's stream. And Galates, thank you for following. Now to disappear for 5 minutes.
Let's do it.
Do 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 do. Dun, dun, dun. Can you take me higher? Looks alright. Do some shading on the cat tree. Can you take me higher? Doobie doodle doo 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 doo. Bow, bow, bow. Kiss that booty, baboos, feet, pie, super in our hill. Talk about booty. Tell me that you feel in the sun. Tell me, did you drop my dolls upon? Nice. That focus felt shorter than the one before. What does that mean? Fee! Tell me, Doberman. I was looking alright. Okay. Excellent. Let's see. Galadies, you like the mouse? Nice. Nice, nice. I like it too. I hope it's play-worthy. Bap-worthy. Would you bap this? Would you tap this mouse? I think so. With your paw, I mean. Tapping it with your paw. What was that song that there were bagpipes? I always forget the name of it. The song before with bagpipes. Let me see what I had in my recently played. There was The Warmth by Incubus. There was My Immortal by Evanescence. There's You're the Voice by John Farnham. And then there was High by Lighthouse Family. So this is... not this one. This one? Or the one before it? This one? This one. Yeah, You're the Voice by John Farnham. It has bagpipes in the 2/3? Second thirds? It has bagpipes? This song? I don't remember. Am I finishing the comic today? Oh, gee whiz. I don't... maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Probably have comic titles tomorrow. We'll go through the comic titles tomorrow. Everyone's suggestions and whatnot. But yeah, maybe. We'll see how far we get. Let me just finish these shadings on the posts. Make it more 3D looking. We should do speech bubbles now, actually, so I can see what I need to do for the background. Yeah, where are these bagpipes? I still don't hear them. You're the voice that you understand it. After this chorus? Oh wait, you're right, it does. It does have some... Yes, you're right, I can hear it now in my head. Here it is. Completely forgot I had bagpipes. And here I thought bagpipes were just unusable for any sort of music, but I have been proven wrong. It was in this song all along. Ooh, you're someone's daughter. You're someone's son. Oh. You're the voice that you understand it. Oh, speaking of music and sound, I made a little purchase the other day because I was getting sick of my Bluetooth not being really good with my PC. I don't know if you guys remember, but I always had Bluetooth problems. So I went out and I got a proper Bluetooth little adapter thing. And the reason is because I wanted to use, instead of using my headphones the entire time, I was hoping to use my AirPods and be a cool person and just have my AirPods in and just do my things without this whole chunky headphones. Because again, I've had these headphones for gee whiz, like over 10 years probably, and I have not cleaned it once. So the felt that's on here, I mean, I don't even know how many layers of dead skin it must have, and just layers of sweat. It's like Baumkuchen, but instead of dough and flour and stuff, it's just sweat and dead skin cells. Probably not good for my scalp when I'm not wearing my hat. So I was hoping to use my AirPods. Turns out, Bluetooth's working sometimes. I'm listening. I finally get the music to work. Then I try and watch a video and I realize, oh my god, there's like a half a second delay between what's happening on the computer and what's happening in my AirPods. And it turns out that's just normal for Windows. Something to do with like how Windows handles the ACC codec or something, some audio codec. And the AirPods were designed with this in mind, and that's why it works on Mac fine, but they didn't bother making it great for Windows, and Windows can't handle it. So apparently, AirPods is just, you can't avoid the out of syncness, the audio delay, if you're using it on a Windows machine. So frustrating. And not as if that wasn't really frustrating enough. Like, I thought, okay, well, if I'm not watching a video and I'm just listening to music, it doesn't really matter if it's half a sync and out of sync, because how would I know? But then I can't even, it doesn't even work! When I turn on the computer, the Windows won't connect to it anymore. It says it's paired, I click connect, and it just won't work. And I think I have to disconnect and unpair and repair every time I want to use it. So frustrating. So whatever. And to make it even worse is that one of the reasons I even wanted the AirPods, because I wanted to be a bit more cash, especially when I'm making those Beat Saber maps. But now I especially can't use it for making Beat Saber maps, because that's all about having audio in sync with stuff. So that's like the worst thing to use delayed Bluetooth headphones for. Firefly, that's weird because I have a ton of people at work who use AirPods on their PCs all the time. Really? And there's no delay or anything, and it works? Maybe it's better on Windows 11. Do they use Windows 11? I'm on Windows 10. Maybe 10 is behind. Oh well. I guess I was just being a little optimistic. In fact, it also Also, I got a little miffed because before that I was asking ChatGPT. It's like, why don't my AirPods work with my Windows computer? And then we were talking it out, and it was like telling me you got to use a better Bluetooth adapter. And I'm like, okay, great. How about this Bluetooth adapter? And ChatGPT was like, that sounds great. Do it. And so I went out. I got the Bluetooth adapter, plugged it all in. It found out it had this desync issue. I'm like, hey, ChatGPT, what's up with this? Why is there a delay? And then GPT was like, oh yeah, that just happens. That's just because Windows can't handle it, and like it's a common issue. And I said, hey ChatGPT, why didn't you tell me this at the beginning? Why didn't you warn me that it was gonna have delay issues? Had a little argument. And ChatGPT was like, oh yeah, that's a fair point. I should have mentioned something. And then I felt a little bad because like, how am I supposed to? How should I have known that I just felt a little like, I felt guilty. Anyway, Trouble in Paradise. I know, I don't want to get on the bad side, but it's okay. We've made peace. It's all fine now. All is forgiven. But it is odd. How guilty I felt by causing a stink. And I'm also the person that uses like please and thank you when I'm asking the AI for things. I just feel weird and rude just to like demand things, or should like not even acknowledge. Like if I ask something and they say something, I really have to hold back and say, okay, don't waste a prompt by saying thank you. Just don't say anything. But then if I ask something else, I'll always say, okay, great, thanks. But here's another question. I don't like to just not acknowledge their input at all. It feels rude. Apparently it's costing OpenAI like millions of dollars with everyone saying please and thank you like unnecessarily. Which is such a funny predicament. But it puts a smile on my face a little bit. It's probably a joke. I don't know. I don't think so. I didn't read the full article. I only read the headline and stuff, but apparently like they say it's completely unnecessary and all it does is cost them millions of dollars to handle the please and thank you prompts. But it makes me, I guess, it makes me smile a little bit to think that there are like hundreds of thousands of people out there just being nice and saying please and thank you when they don't need to. That's nice. So I wonder if like I feel like obviously AI assistants and stuff is going to get more and more commonplace as time goes on. And I worry that maybe it'll like teach people to speak so rough with one another and just like we start to like forget about saying please and thank you and everything just becomes a lot more demanding and we're talking to each other like we're prompting one another like tell me how you feel and if you feel bad then don't bother saying anything at all. I don't know, something like that. I'm not sure. I just wonder if the niceties will leave our day-to-day conversations. I mean, not like by next year, but I mean just within a few generations. You overestimate how often most people use AI? I mean, maybe now, but I think in the future, it's going to be like so common that the idea of Googling something will feel like you used to Google things. It'd be like telling people right now that we used to go to the library and check out a book so you could like open a book about animals so you could see a picture of a badger or something like that. Like that's what it's going to be like telling future kids how Googling went about. Yeah, we used to Google, like search for information. And then if you wanted to find a picture of a badger, there would be all these random pictures. Sometimes they wouldn't even be badgers. And you click it and the picture would be like this small. And to them, they'd be like, pictures had sizes? They weren't just infinite resolution? And it would just be this whole other thing. So I think that's what it's going to be like in the future. Like, it honestly feels very much like how people dismissed internet and email back then. And now look, like back then, it's like everyone's like, what's an @ symbol? What is that? An A with a circle around it? What the hell is that? Because yeah, I've noticed that I've been using like ChatGPT more than Google sometimes for like quick questions and things. I mean, if it's like a really important question and I want to make sure that I'm getting it 100% fact, then I would do a bit more research. But if it's just like a thing where it's like it's most likely going to be correct, then I'll just do that. Quiet artist. I also do not use AI for anything. I go out of my way to make it as little of a part of my life as possible. In fact, I mean, maybe now, but I don't know. I think. I mean, there are definitely going to be people that are not going to adopt it. But I think overall, I think that's where it's heading. Wait, what are we listening to now? Duran Duran. Also, I have learned so many cool things from ChatGPT that at first I was like, nah, you're hallucinating. That is impossible. But then I Google it and it's true. Like some super obscure factoids. Unless Google is also wrong. If you're using that Google Gemini thing. I feel like the Google Gemini thing has misled me more often than other AIs. But I'm not 100% sure about that. Alex Zandor, I think it's interesting how you trace over a boring text font to help guide your fun font. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Alex. I think you're the first person to have commented on this part of the comic drawing process for me that wasn't, why don't you just use a font of your own handwriting? Because I mean, in theory, that sounds like it would make a lot more sense. But there's something I like about drawing the writing by hand, so that each letter is a little bit different and it feels more like made of the same material as the rest of the comic. So instead of it just being like art and then text layer, it's art and then art you can read. I really don't like it when I see a comic that has, especially a comic that has just like a sans serif font like Arial or something that looks completely digital. I mean, it's one thing if you find a font that looks like handwriting, and then, I mean, for most intents and purposes, it'll do the job. Except if someone like me is reading it, that's looking for like, you know, repeating letters and see if there's a difference between the two letters. I mean, that's like so unnecessary on my part, but I really can't stand it when a comic uses just some Arial or Helvetica or something for their dialogue fonts. I think it's blasphemous. Yeah, there is a font for comics. Comic Sans. They made a new version of Comic Sans, did they not? That looks a little bit better. Wait, do I have it? No, I don't. What's it called? It's called something like Comic Sans. It's like Comic MS Sans or something? Let me see. New Comic Sans. Oh, Comic New. Noi is what it's called. Let me show you. Comic Noi. Look at that. Not too bad. Looks kind of nice, huh? I think it's not bad. It's like a good version of Comic Sans. I mean, I feel like Comic Sans gets an unnecessary amount of hate anyway. I think it's just because it was so overused in such terrible, terrible ways. This is a pretty decent revisit of the font. This is very Google, I just realized. Look at that E. It's like 45-degree angle. Just like the E in Google. Wait. Like this. Not bad, huh? Alex, I made a comic before, but I used a free downloadable font that's supposed to mimic authentic comic fonts. I think your technique is interesting. I may want to try it out. Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, I would recommend it only in certain cases though. I use it for my loading artist comics, because I feel like my dialogue is so sparse that I don't really have much dialogue to ink or to line, whatever the hell the wording is, but there's not too much writing basically. But for comics that have a lot more dialogue, I would highly recommend using a font. That's what I do for my Plucked Up comics. And I think it's fine for that, especially because if there's a lot of dialogue, you might want to do a lot of like changing of the wording or fixing stuff. And then, especially if you get into print, if you start printing comics, like publishing and stuff, and they want to change, I don't know, they want to change some wording from American to British or British to American, you know, like, what are you going to do? You're going to go and redraw the word color to use a U or not to use a U and stuff? Like, no, screw that. You want a font for that use case. And translations and things like this, like, you want to use a font. But for this, I mean, this stuff's not being published in a book, and there's only like 10 words per comic, so I'm happy to do it by hand. And you use the font Troubleside font. Classic looking comic font. Very swoopy. Look at those L's. Look at the R. Look at the E. Everything is very swoop, swoop, swoop. The Russian looks cool. This reminds me very much of like, it feels like I'm reading an Asterix and Obelix comic kind of thing. I think Blambot? Wait, is it Blambot? They have a lot of good comic fonts. Yeah, this is... I'd recommend this site. I mean, a lot of them you have to pay for, but there are some free ones too. And you can choose like specifically dialogue fonts. And yeah, there's some good stuff here. Yeah. I use one of these for Plucked Up. The specifically bam! Ready for anything. Wait, is it this one or is it the sequel? Ready for more, actually, I think that's what it is. Yeah. This is the one I use for Plucked Up. I like this one. I like fonts that have lowercase. I don't want everything to be just shouty. So I quite like this one. What happened with Plucked Up? We haven't had a comic in a long time. Didn't you do one Plucked Up and one comic? Yeah, I did do that for a while. But, yeah, I haven't... Plucked Up is kind of on hiatus at the moment. I completely forgot about Plucked Up. Yeah, I think everyone kind of did. Kind of went on hiatus. For a couple of reasons. Because I was focusing on working on a book, book proposal, graphic novel. So that's also like a long form story, 200 and something pages thing. I was focusing on getting that started. So I put the Plucked Up on hold for that. And then another reason why I haven't gone back to Plucked Up is because it kind of took the wind out of my sails once I came to the realization that the comics I was making for Plucked Up would most likely never get published into a book. Yeah, once I realized that, they really took the wind out of my sails. Because I kind of realized it's kind of confusing. Especially if I ever wanted to put the Burnout storyline into a Plucked Up like book format thing. First of all, I wouldn't be able to just to print the Burnout story as is, because that's only like 50 pages, and whatever I make, it has to be like at least 200 and something pages. but I couldn't even put in the pages I made for the other plucked up stories, like the other mini stories, because the whole vibe of those ones don't really mesh with the burnout vibe. And then it got me thinking, like, for the burnout story, it makes sense because he wakes up as a duck and he physically can't reach things, and it's a visual metaphor of feeling burnout and like feeling unable to do things as you once used to be able to do things, and then by the end of the storyline, he becomes human again. And I guess I realized that the other storylines I came up with afterwards have nothing to do with burnout, and yet he's still a duck. But now he's like donating semen at the sperm bank, and he's like giving directions to someone who is lost in the city and stuff. And I just feel like that character isn't the same character as the one in the burnout storyline. Like the whole vibe is different. Anyway, and so it just kind of like, I feel like I threw a whole spanner in my I really plucked that up. Yeah, I don't know. It just kind of threw me for a loop. I guess I like the idea of making those plucked up storyline pages with the thought that in the future, at some point, they'll get published into a book. Kind of like how it's happening for Exocomics right now with Detective Beans #2, where her second Detective Beans is like mostly a collection of all the Cattown comics she'd been making for the past few years. But that wouldn't happen for me because it's such a different vibe and story and stuff to the rest of it. So yeah. Anyway, so that really, like, I don't know, got me kind of down and really put me off the whole thought of it. Yeah. Don't really know what else to say with that. Oh gosh, I just realized. I can't hide too much of this cat tree because I want to show that it's going up past the border. So I can't have the speech bubble hiding most of this cat tree because then it just looks like it ends potentially here, where a normal cat tree would end. Oh god, can't listen to this song. It's my nostalgia playlist. Group X. Chimera, was Plucked Up too sad, too real? I don't get why it would absolutely read. I don't get it. I would absolutely read a Plucked Up anthology. It's not even that the publisher said anything. This is more just my own critique, self-critiquing of it. I just feel like the Plucked Up Burnout stuff is so different from the other Plucked Up comics I put out that they just don't seem to be very cohesive. I couldn't just like take those pages and take these pages and put them into one book. I feel like the vibe would be all over the place. Because like those the more modern, but it's not quite the same. It's like a, I don't know, a Calvin and Hobbes anthology where like part of it is Calvin and Hobbes being Calvin and Hobbes, and then the other part is where Calvin is like, I don't know, suddenly he's like a stand-up comedian who has to go from town to town and write jokes. It's like a completely different character at that point. The modern Plucked Up comics, the character may as well not even be a duck. It could be anyone. It could even be just like regular hat guy, and the whole story wouldn't change a bit. You know, like that's kind of like my issue with it. You should fly and Plucked Up. That is something you can't do as a human. Well, I mean, that gets addressed in one of the bonus panels, Yoto. The bee asks, the bee asks, uh, the duck why he can't just fly. And he says it's because his wings are supposed to be metaphorical or something. Oh my god, I've completely effed up with this speech bubble thing. Ah, shoot. Ah, shoot, what am I gonna do? Maybe I have to move everyone to the side a bit? I think I'm being too critical of it. Plucked Up is my favorite content you make. Slice of life, but adorable and relatable. Oh, thank you, Chimera. Yeah. What Publish want though is they want a full story that can like take place in a 250 page book. One long story with a beginning, middle, and end. And what would make sense is if that story, if I were to make a Plucked Up book, that story would be based about the whole burnout thing, which is like the original essence of Plucked Up in the first place. And that stuff does not gel with the other stuff I've been making. In this TikTok generation, seems outdated to me. These kids don't last 30 seconds. That's true as well. That's why you need to break it up into chapters too. Give them a place to put the book down and pause. Let's see, if I move this over here and move this. There we go, that looks a little bit better. If I could squish this just a smidge more and not hide either of those pillars, then I'd be a lot happier. Now look at this. Oh my god. Oh yeah. So then if I have his tail, like that. That looks okay, right? I mean, I don't know. That looks... Because now it's like much more obvious that the cat tree, it's like, goes up forever. Why not have this tail bubble on the left? Yeah, you may be right. It might look better on the left. Yeah, that looks more natural. The reason why I liked it on the other side originally is because it seemed easier to know, like, this goes this way, this goes this way, this goes this way, you know what I mean? Oh, those are terrible colors. So you have a curve that goes like this, you got a curve that goes like this, and you got a curve like this again. So they kind of point to the direction that the person is coming from. But it was getting a little cramped there, so I think it's worth just having it on that side. Rosmir, I hate to admit this, but I don't understand the punchline. Well, I got this rule where I don't explain the punchlines in my own comics because you either get it or you don't. I feel like me explaining it, it's like what's that phrase? It's like dissecting a frog. You'll know what's inside of it, but the frog is dead. Is that the right phrase? For some reason, when I say it out loud now, it doesn't sound right, but I don't know. I'm also afraid of trying to explain it and then people realizing, oh, I get it now. It's just not funny. You know? So I'm just gonna avoid all of that by just pretending like I don't read any of your anyone's questioning of the punchline. Oh, strike, yeah. You'll understand it, but it dies in the process. That's right. That sounds more eloquent. Not just, you'll know what's inside the frog, but it's a dead frog at the end. I should say, cat owners, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you say if you know, you know, then people are too scared to admit they don't know. So everyone will just be like, oh, I know, because I know. Oh, this is kind of the same sort of thing as the first panel where I should not hide the cat tree so that it's always visible. The Yodo, 653 spiders. Depower, I dare you to own a dog. I'll gift a sub if you do. You'll gift me 1 sub if I go out and adopt a dog? Wow, that is tempting. I would need like tier 2 sub. It would have to be a tier 3 sub once every hour while I have this dog. That's I think that would be a fair fair deal. Rosmir, it is funny. I just forgot that was a mountain climbing thing. Now it makes sense and it's funny. Well, I'm glad. Exocomics suggested that in the last panel there should be like a snowflake that falls down. But I think that would just look kind of confusing. I don't know. I'm not sure about the snowflake idea. Technically, the snowflake should have melted way before it even reaches ground level like this. It's not like you stand underneath the Everest. You don't stand at the bottom of Mount Everest and feel snow. The snow, famously ends at like a triangle at the top of a mountain. Only the top of a triangle. Only the top of the mountain is a snowy white triangle. Yes? Dry Erase Go, what's this? I want you to know, Gregor, that some of my titles really suck. Just feel free to pass those by. I was spitballing. I was going to make a joke about Lee being a bee, but I changed my mind. I'm sorry, Gregor is the bee, not Lee. I was gonna make it. Wait, what is this?
My name is.
Are these jokes in your comic titles? What's happening here? Hey, Aculine Raid, 34 viewers. Oh my goodness. Hello. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome. You've just joined at the perfect moment where Ahmad was calling my soulmate and lifelong partner a bee. Yeah, how are we doing? Doing well. Thank you very much. Glad you're all here to witness this. Witness this mod abuse. How is it Dark Souls 3? Okay, for a second I was like, Dark Souls 4? But I see, it's 3, but then the last line is an exclamation point. Dark Souls 3. You've been at this game for a while now, have you not? I mean, that sounds very, very up myself by even saying it like that, because I have not finished Dark Souls 3, and I can pretty much safely guarantee that I will never finish Dark Souls 3. I don't even know how far I got. I got at some point. Wait, how far did we get in Dark Souls 3? Was it even Dark Souls 3 that we played on stream? I think it was. I think it was the third one. I can't remember. I got confused with the samurai one, Sekiro, because I haven't finished that one either. It was great. I had to stop because it's 2 a.m. and we've been so close to beating the final DLC boss. Oh wow, you're in the DLC parts already, so you've already finished the base game. You've been at it since the start of the year. Basically just 2 bosses away from the end. Oh my god. How many hours have you been at the boss? Because I feel like half my playtime with Dark Souls and Sekiro has been like trying to fight one boss versus the rest of the game. I'm keeping the final boss of the main game for the finale. Oh, I see. Oh, I thought the DLC was just like post-base game content. I don't even know how it works. But good luck. Good luck to you. I wish you all of my potential Dark Souls luck and skill, and I pass them on to you, which will not make any impact whatsoever. Makes no difference, I'm sure. But the thought is there. You're about 70 hours in. Did you hear me whistle just then? I don't know if it picked up on the microphone. Woo! How much time did I spend on Dark Souls 3? Let me look at my Steam stats. And remember, I did not finish the game either, so this is not me like completing the game in a certain amount of time. This is just how much we sunk into it before I got too sad and scared to continue. Wait, I can't even find... Oh, there it is. 38.4 hours. Yeah, so we got 38.5 hours into that game before I stopped. Which is more than Sekiro, which was about 28 hours. So 10 hours less than Dark Souls was Sekiro. Wait, can I show? Is this gonna be in... Is this my... Oh, yeah. Showing off the thingies I got going on here. The Dark Souls. Yeah, 38.4 hours. Sekiro over here. 28. How much time did I put in this inscription? Oh, oh gosh. Let's see here. Wait, oh, here it is. Uh-oh. 78 hours, I mean, minutes. I got scared. I can't handle it. I'm so bad at strategizing and strategy. It's rougher because Inscription was it was gifted to me by Power, so I feel even extra bad. I played it 3 minutes longer than I played Quake Live. Woo! Oh gosh. Do you like me bullshit your way into winning? I can't. Just my regular gameplay is bullshitting, let alone trying to win. I'm so bad at strategy. So bad at it. One of my most played games. Counter-Strike. TF2. PlanetSide 2. PUBG. Rainbow Six Siege. Planet Zoo. Rift. Wow, I don't remember that. The finals. Yee boy. Battlefield Bad Company 2. Subnautica. Dark Souls 3. COD Mofair 2. COD Blops. New World. The Forest, Sekiro, Rust, Lost Ark, Vampire Survivors. Wait, Survivors? Wait, wasn't it called Vampire Survivor? Singular? Vampire Survivors? Wait, I'm getting Mandela affected right now. It was always plural? I thought it was Vampire Survivor. Weird. That's blowing my mind. And also, Aquiline, I have to leave you because it's really late and I need sleep. But the comic looks good so far. Good luck. Well, thank you very much. And thank you again for the raid. Have a wonderful rest. Have a good relaxation. And take care. Sleep well. Hope you don't have any nightmares about Dark Souls. Anywho's. I love all these posters. Satisfying. Very nice. I like the shine effect that happens when you hover over each poster. It's nice. Very detailed. Comic titles time? Oh, oh no, actually we haven't even finished we haven't finished our work. We still have the speech bubbles to do. Oops, yeah. Yeah, looks alright. Does your cat ever climb to the top? It looks a little squished there. If I'm... Eh. Does your cat ever climb to the top? He's reached base camp too. Ba-dum-bum. Maybe that could be italicized. And if that's italicized, I have to move this one back a smidge. Yeah. That's looking alright. Hmm. 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 The shading on the arms, I still don't know what I'm doing there, but gosh. That looks okay. Let me just fix this one a bit. I wonder if this needs shading here, like in front of his face. So it looks like the binoculars are actually like on his skin. I can't tell if that looks weird or not. Illogical shading is on brand. I'm pretty happy with this. I think there definitely needs to be some sort of background though. Like, I mean, even if it's just yeah, something like this or like this, something in that vein. But I'll probably think about that later. An apricot gradient? Maybe, if we were to be so bold. Half tone? Maybe. Let's get wild, let's get crazy. Like, first of all, let's put the texture on. Can't really see, but look at that texture. And then we could do something like poof. Not that intense though. Actually, I don't like that angle there. Yeah, a little bit of abstract shapes, and also make a tone, a fill tone. Just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles and down. Still not 100% sure how to use these layers. I don't want to make it look too distracting. I don't know. I'll tweak it. I'll tweak it later on. But for now, I think it's probably good enough. I think maybe it is a good time to do the comic titles while everyone's here. And yeah, and then it'll be lunchtime. You want to hear any more though? The power. Well then, even more reason to do the comic titles now. Let's do it. Saving it. Let's go. Because we got like 20 minutes. I think it's a good time to do comic titles. Alrighty. Just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles and found him at your door. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. I can't interrupt the song, 45 seconds before the end. I'm gonna have to let it play out. Okay, well, I'm gonna explain what we're about to do. So for the past couple streams, you guys have been submitting your comic title suggestions. So that is titles for this week's comic. And what we're usually looking for is something kind of punny, something that has a clever twist on a phrase or something. Get some wordplay, get some idioms, related idioms, but without being too spoilery. That's the main thing. We don't want spoilers. But it should somehow be related to the comic without giving anything away. So let's see. Starting with Chimera. Hold on. Let's get some background music. Can't spoil if you don't understand the punchline. Well, there's a benefit to not understanding what the comic's about. That's true. Definitely works in some people's favors. Let's see. Although I think more likely it's if you don't understand the punchline, then you're more likely to spoil it because you won't know what to avoid. Right? Right? This is so much better than the hostage one. Yeah, well, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about the hostage comic. That one was. I mean, that confuses me even when I reread it. I don't know what's going on there. I must have been drunk for the entire week. Chimera. Wuthering Heights. Wuthering? I don't even know what wuthering means. Okay, this is already throwing me for a loop. Wuthering. Used to describe a wind that is blowing very strongly or a place where the wind blows strongly. It is also a video game called Wuthering Waves. It's a free-to-play open-world action role-playing game developed and published by Kuro Games. It was released in 2024. 9 out of 10 on Steam? This looks like some weeb thing.
Rover, one is curious about your choice this time.
Okay. Very positive. But this is so not my thing. Anywho, it's classic literature. Heathcliff.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my god.
Oh, sorry.
You're afraid.
Sorry.
Oh, my heart.
Sorry.
My heart rate's increasing. What's up?
Guess what I had to deal with?
More vomit?
No. Piss. Copy sprayed the front door.
Oh shit.
And when I came home, she was in the neighbor's yard.
Oh shit.
She saw me and she knew she wasn't supposed to be there. And she looked like she was going to run. And then I called her name and she realized it was me. I come home with her, think it's super cute. We walk home together. I open the front door. There's just a giant puddle of piss.
On the inside?
Kind of in the door frame.
From the outside in or from the inside out?
From inside out, because it's against the door on the inside as well.
Oh no.
So I cleaned up piss and vomit now. All I needed to do is clean up some poop, and I've got the trifecta.
The full gauntlet.
Yeah.
Well, have you checked the litter box?
No, I haven't. That's your job. Is that where you get comic ideas from?
Yeah. Ha ha ha.
I've cleaned up so
Yeah.
much cat
How have you
stuff
washed your
today.
hands?
No, I didn't.
I don't even like that you were in my room with these pissy hands. Ew, they are wet. What? Why are they wet?
No, they're wet because I washed my hands.
Oh, okay.
They're not wet with piss.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm not wiping cat piss all over you. No, it might make Hot Copy like you more.
That's
But
true.
I don't even blame her because it's because of that Teddy thing that
Yeah,
happened.
I bet.
And Teddy's mean to her, and Boney's mean to her. So I think she's feeling a little stressed out today. But I think it's because of that.
Incident this morning. Yeah,
morning.
I think so too.
God.
Thanks for cleaning it up.
And I bought you sushi for lunch.
Yeah.
And I bought ingredients to make you bolognese tomorrow night because I know it's your favourite.
Yeah. Bolognese.
You're so spoiled.
Oh, there's no third thing? Oh.
And this coffee cake that I made for you.
Oh yeah, that's
this
old.
afternoon.
That's old coffee cake now. It's not fresh like I like it. It's all cold and stale. Don't physical abuse. I'll get banned. It's hard living my life. Heathcliff, hey? Where are you at? Heathcliff is a fictional character in Emily Bronte's 1847 novel Wuthering Heights. Oh, Wuthering Heights! There we go. I thought Heathcliff was a cat. Is it not like a Garfield type thing? Wuthering Heights? Heathcliff is in his meat tank. What is happening? I'm so confused. Point is, I don't know what Wuthering Heights means. I have to move on. Tower? I don't even know her. Peak performance. Peak performance. Upper catosphere, like stratosphere. Skyscraper. Mount Everest. Catahorn, like Matterhorn, which is a mountain, I think. Catstronaut. Burj Khalifa. I think these are a little too spoilery because I don't want people thinking already like Mount Everest or like incredibly tall building. Like in the first couple panels, it should be like, oh, it's a tall cat tree, but it's like, I don't know, as tall as the ceiling maybe. But that the joke being that it's like way beyond your imagination, as tall as like Mount Everest, should be more hidden by the beginning. Human resolutions.txt. Cat Tower. Cat Tower. Tearing up. Like tears of a cat cake. Tower of Persia. Wait, Tower of Pizza. Tower of Persia. Top cat. Cat at the top. Formidable. Like formidable, which is the word that means like intimidating, I think.
Formidable.
Inspiring fear or respect through being impressively large, powerful, intense, or capable. Just like me. I'm very formidable. Formidable. It's short and sweet. I kind of like it. There's something there. Oops, I'm in the wrong way. Whoops. When the sus is sus. Classic to power contribution there. Tall tale. Tall tale? Like lies? Like telling fibs? Tale of woe. Oh, like woe, like W-O-E. Tale of woe, which means a story or account that details misfortunes, sadness, or a series of unfortunate events. But what Dry Race Girl has done here is swapped tail for tail, like cattail, and woe for woe, like whoa. It's like a double pun. Deserves some recognition there. Urban Tale. Mount Everest. Over the top. Ooh, that's quite nice. I went a little overboard. I went a little over the top top of the cat tree. That's not bad. Subtle, clever. Yet, huh? What? The toilet's doing that thing again.
Yeah.
Oh, it's backfiring. Why is the toilet backfiring?
Ah.
Yeah. Oh, the toilet's bubbling. What have you done?
Ah.
What have you done?
I didn't do anything.
Oh god. X Comics is bubbling the toilets again. I can hear it. Oh gosh. Oh, it sounds rough. The toilet is like fully fighting. I don't know if you guys can hear this at all. What's happening to that
Oh
toilet?
my god.
What is happening?
Don't look. Is it? Oh, it smells. Ah.
I had a look inside the toilet and it sprayed me with water. And it smells bad in there. Oh god. The toilet backfired. Oh, what is happening? First there's vomit and there's piss. Now the toilets are backfiring. Oh jeez. Anyway, I think they're doing some tests or something on the pipes. I think some gas being pushed through the pipes for some reason. I don't know. Gotta keep the lids closed. Anyway, Meowjestic. Very Meowjestic.
They're like doing like the annual like pipes check thing.
Oh.
We got a notice in our mailbox a while ago, but it was supposed to be like a few weeks ago or something.
Oh.
But they did it last year as well.
Oh,
So, yeah.
I don't remember. It's annual. It's like a tradition. It's the annual burping of the toilets. It's very respectable holiday here. It's just I can feel the vibrations. It's going nuts. It's like I don't think you guys can hear it, but it's like it's doing that all the time. And it smells. It's like all the gases of the septic sewage system purifying the air in the bathroom. Oh boy. Meowtane Climber. High as F. Effing high. You know, classic Loading Iris comic titles. Having some swear words in there. Do it all the time. A little overboard. A little overboard. I could see this being the title I use for like a Reddit post or something. Not so much the comic title itself, but a Reddit post I could sort of see it. Gone a little overboard. Up yours. Up your cat tree. As above. As above, so below. That's like the name of that horror movie that I refuse to watch. It's too scary sounding. It's about the catacombs or something. It's scary. Apex Predator. At first I was thinking like the game, and then I thought no, like the movie. But no, it just means like your peak, your peak predator at the top, top cat, top dog, something. Mountainous, sky high, a tall tale, into the catosphere. Yeah, I want to avoid. It's too much. Like you're already telling people like think big, think huge. You know, I want people to think reasonably tall. Feline high. That cat is feline high. Feline high. Mount Kilimanjaro. I'll put that on the wall, but not because I'm considering it as a title, but it's just it's cute. Mount Kilimanjaro. It's cute, but it's wrong. Mount Olympus. Oh, that's not bad either. Yeah. Insert title that'll make Gregor mad here. Jesus Christ. How could you write that? Honestly. Peak spending. Peak spending. Mountain peak. Sky high. With a dash in the middle. Effing F. Jeez. You gotta wash your mouth out with potty juice soap. And pinnacle of comfort. Pinnacle, top of mountain, comfort, cat comfort. Pinnacle of comfort. And the power, believe it or not, I suggested those last two for Tuna Round years ago. Mount Kilimanjaro and Mount Olympus. Oh really? Oh my goodness! You've been holding onto those cat comic title suggestions for that many years. Tuna Round came from, I don't know, that was like pre-COVID. That was like, well, how Tuna Round was 2019. You've been holding onto those titles for 6 years. I also suggested Aperakian Mountains. Aperakian. Well, I'm not surprised that I didn't go with it back then either. Tuna Round, that's a good title. It sure is. Thanks to Strike. Ayo! Strike did come up with that title back in the day. And Sherpa Kitty. Sherpa. What's the normal thing for Sherpa? It's like a Sherpa or something. Sherpa jacket. Sherpa person. Sherpa people. Sherpa Kitty. A Sherpa refers to an ethnic group in Nepal, specifically those residing in the eastern Himalayan region, particularly in the Khumbu region area. They are known for their unique cultural traditions, mountaineering expertise, and the role they play as guides and porters for climbing expeditions, especially on Mount Everest. The word Sherpa itself is derived from the Tibetan term Shar, east, and Pa, people, meaning eastern people. East side? Here's a more detailed look at the Sherpa people. And then there's a bunch of words and stuff. Sherpa? I barely know her. But it makes me think of Mount Everest, which is not what I want to do anyways. Peak excess. Peak XS. Alright. This is a very tricky comic to come up with titles for. Peak purchase. Oops, I dropped my banana. Sorry. The emojis don't even work with the things. Oh boy. Okay. This is a tricky one. So what we got here? We got Formidable, Tale of Woe, Over the Top by Dry Erase Girl, and then an honorable mention, Mount Kilimanjaro. It's cute. Although it's not really the comic title I'd go for, but it's cute. So it deserves some props there. But I think my favorite one, oh, there's so many choices. My favorite one at the moment is Over the Top. I think I like that one quite a bit because it references what he's done in the first panel. He's went overboard. He's gone over the top. He's gone too far. And does your client... I keep messing this up. Does your cat ever climb to the top? The word top is there. Over the top. You know? And it's not spoilering either. So it's, I like that. It's good. Over the top. Good job. Let's get out of here.
Protect the VIP team. Jiggle the handle.
What? What was the context for this? Jiggle the handle. Was that a comic title? we've had the Let's Pause for a while, so I don't know when that would have come from. But Big White Bear, welcome back. And on that note, I think I'm gonna end it there. I wonder if there's new merch in store. Well, actually, Yoyoto thinking this, thanks to Teardrop mentioning it. There is new merch in the store. I just forgot to mention it until right now. And what it is, you're wondering? What it is? It is this! So first of all, look at the store, look at this. Huh? Sticker and pin bonuses? Well, that's pretty neat. Hey, look at this. You click this. What's this? What's this? What's this new thing? Oh my god! Load emotes, sticker sheet. Oh my god! 25% off for Twitch subs at checkout. That's cool. Look at that cool functionality. There it is. Look at this. Oof. Look at those high-res photos. Put on your phone. That is not just a fake mock-up. It's actually, bam! It's actually on my phone as well. I actually used the sticker. I wasted the sticker just for the photo. Can't even see it because I got a case on. And there it is. In fact, look at that. Oh wait, not this one. This one's missing the spider because I took it off. That's my fake one. This is the real one. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It's real. It's real. It's physical. Fits in the palm of your hand. It's got 12 stickers on that thing. 13 if you count the rectangle as well. And how much does shipping to America cost? It costs $3.50, I think. $3.50? Yes, $3.50. All the way from New Zealand. Hand-packed with these babies. With these soft, delicate, yet masculine hands.
Reporting in.
And what's... Dry Erase Girl has just gifted one of these sticker sheets to
New
the
giveaway
community.
dash.
Oh my goodness, you have two...
Enter to win. Dry Erase Girl gifted a load emotes sticker sheet to the chat. Type enter in the next 120 seconds for a chance to win.
Oh my goodness.
shop.loadingartist.com/products/load emotes sticker sheet.
Oh my goodness, Dry Erase Girl, thank you so much. Gifting away one of these sticker sheets to the community. Type exclamation point enter to enter. You have like a minute left, I think. I didn't code in a proper animation for the timer bar or anything, but I mean you can imagine what 2 minutes would be like. I think we're about a minute in. So, exclamation point enter to enter. I don't know if it's all caps. I don't think it needs to be all caps like it says. But either way, can't go wrong with doing it all caps. Who knows? Who's gonna win it? Will it be Dry Erase Girl herself? She has entered her own giveaway, so who knows? You never know. Might be the case. And also there's a little bonus thing here for future sticker pin purchases. If your total for sticker and pins is $10 or more, you get a hand signed card. Or if it's 15 or more, you also get a bonus oops sticker. And by oops, I mean flawed. Because some of these stickers now have that ability. You go over here, get to this one, right? Select quality, standard or oops. Price changes. Here's an oops one in the making. Let's copy. And oh, who won? Oh, Yoda won. Yoda won the emote sticker sheet. Congrats, Yoda. Thanks again to Dry Erase Girl for gifting it away. Excellent. Yoda. Oh no, not me. The power deserved it. Yoda's treating it like you're at the Grammys or something. just say thank you. Take your sticker trophy and get off the stage. Yoda's there. Oh, thank you. I really don't even deserve it. The power should have won it. Camera goes to the power. The power's just fuming. Little tear running down the power's cheek. And now Yoda's trying to use his position to dox the power's address. Anyways. Thank you very much, Dry Erase Girl. Congrats again to Yoda, and thank you everyone for watching today's Loading Hours comic stream. We finished the comic, more or less. More or less, it's there. I might do some extra tweaks, some polishes. Maybe I'll add a little bit of something to the background. I don't know. But for the most part, it's done. So we'll see you tomorrow for something else. Tomorrow will be, I don't know what else we'll do tomorrow. Maybe a classic Gartic phone stream or something. I'm not sure. But it won't be the comic because we're pretty much done. So I'll see you all tomorrow. I'm about to go leave and have some sushi lunch. Thanks to X Comics for getting us the sushi. Yeah, so tomorrow either Gartic phone or the crowd favorite Gartic show. Yes. If we do that, well, I'll let the people decide. I'll have a poll running, and you can choose your own punishment. That way I won't feel so guilty forcing anything on you guys. Maybe you can stream Tears of the Kingdom? No, I don't think so. That's too much gameplay for me. My brain can't handle it anymore. Thank you everyone, and goodbye. Let's end with a raid, maybe? Yes? Why not? Pass on the Loading Artist love to someone else. Let's see who we got. Oh, that was, gotta say, totally an excellent call by Dry Erase Girl yesterday for choosing who to raid. That worked out very well. JC, the Trash Panda, was very smitten with my fame, my famous raid coming over. It made me feel like a rock star, as I should always be feeling. Let's see here. I don't want to say that now to try and like raid someone else who's gonna also have the same reaction, because it's very unlikely that it's gonna happen twice in a row. But it was very, very nice.
Oh, I don't know what happened.
Unfortunately, she's not streaming right now.
Apologize for the jump scare. I try to keep it super.
Okay, we're gonna raid someone new, I think. I don't know. I'm not sure. Why not? Let's raid somebody new. This person, Game Dev Crops. I don't know what that means, but I like what I'm seeing. I like game dev stuff, and right now they've got like phase 2, phase 3, and phase 4 logs. There's like a log that's growing a mushroom, and I guess at phase 4 you harvest it. I don't know. It looks cool. Let's go and raid them. So goodbye and farewell. We're raiding Lord Spiky Fish. They're a VTuber, I think. Yes, VTuber. Doing some game dev stuff. Excellent. Goodbye. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.